I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Authorities in Ulster County are reporting an arrest has been made for the murder of Kingston resident Anita Jacobs-Royer. The body of the 45-year-old jewelry maker was discovered in her 3rd Avenue home February 3rd. Now comes word that a 49-year-old Town of Ulster man has been charged with felony second-degree murder. Adelius Cruz had been taken into custody Sunday for a parole violation. He had been labeled a person of interest in the death of Jacobs-Royer. According to police, Cruz from the town of Ulster has admitted to strangling Jacobs-Royer. He was arrested while standing on a subway platform in Manhattan. Keep checking here at Record Online for the very latest information on the homicide investigation and the arrest. It came as a shock to nearly everyone, the word this morning that Pope Benedict XVI has resigned effective February 28th. The 85-year-old world leader of 1.2 billion Roman Catholics said he no longer had the strength to carry out the duties of the papacy. The vicar for the northern section of the New York Archdiocese, Bishop Dominick Lagana, met Pope Benedict on a couple of occasions. He was among those stunned by the news today, but he respected what must have been a very difficult decision.
At this point in his life, because of his age, he is getting to a point where he is not able to fulfill that job as he wants to do it. And there's taking that very, very brave step of, stepping down from the papacy. I think that's it's very much, I think, in character with his strength and his beliefs. It does take a tremendous amount of courage, especially since this hasn't been done for 600 years. It takes a tremendous amount of faith, and I think that's what he has. He has that tremendous faith, and he knows that the church will go on and be guided by the Spirit, and the church will be fine.
The last pope to step aside was Pope Gregory XII in the year 1415. The decision sets the stage for the Vatican to hold a conclave to elect a new pope by mid-March. Town of Newburgh police responded last night to a home invasion robbery where shots were fired. It happened shortly after 10 p.m. when officers were told 3 males wearing masks and armed with handguns entered a residence at 109 South Plank Road, threatening the occupants and demanding money. A resident on the 2nd floor came downstairs with a loaded shotgun, confronted a suspect on the stairway, and fired a shot at him. All 3 intruders ran out, and the resident fired 2 additional shots. They drove off the suspects in an SUV. Police believe a shot shattered a window of the vehicle. It is not yet known if any of the suspects were wounded. Anyone with information on the incident is asked to call Town of Newburgh Police Detectives. Their number 564-1100. It paid a visit to the Newburgh waterfront last year and 2 years before that. It was the replica of the famous ship HMS Bounty. The ship sank during Superstorm Sandy, and a crew member died while attempting to abandon ship. Now Newburgh native Jim Williams and others are hoping to install a permanent memorial to the Bounty on the Newburgh waterfront. They've collected private funding and are awaiting approval from Newburgh city officials. The Bounty was a 180-foot replica of the historic vessel that was part of the Mutiny on the Bounty film and more recently the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. And a snowstorm was not about to stop people from checking out the beautiful ice carvings on display Saturday at Veterans Park in Wurtsboro, the centerpiece of the village's annual Winterfest celebration, sponsored by the Wurtsboro Board of Trade. While people enjoyed the intricate objects created by some real ice carving pros, 6 others competed for prize money in an ice carving contest along Sullivan Street. Woodcarver Steve Carter of Pine Bush was doing his 2nd ever ice carving. He says conditions have to be just right.
I couldn't be out here in the middle of a blowing blizzard and like we had last night, late last night. It was really bad. But these guys have been out here all night. They're doing an awesome job. They might be my competition, but they're out here working hard all night.
2 of the carvers that have participated the last 3 years, I invited them down and got some sponsors to sponsor the throne and the penguins, and I had them carve a couple extra pieces while we had the time yesterday.
Meanwhile, festival visitors could get heated up inside the Wurtsboro firehouse, where a chili cooking contest was underway. Wurtsboro firefighter Gerald Warden was quick to warn tasters that his chili was anything but mild.
It's extremely hot, but I got a little caution sign to tell people, be a little careful when you come into the firehouse to try our chilies.
Eat it carefully.
Exactly.
And who better to make something hot than a firefighter, right?
Exactly. Well, I'm waiting for our extinguisher to come in so I can keep it by the table, you know. Is that we're going to need that at the end of the night to help put out some of the fires.
Those with the Wurtsboro Board of Trade were hoping people make return trips to the village, check out all of their local shops and the stores that they have to offer. A different kind of ice created some difficult driving conditions in some parts of the region for a while early this morning. Now, Tuesday will be a nicer day with temperatures getting up around 40 degrees under a partly sunny sky. Wednesday will feature a mix of sun and clouds with the highs in the upper 30s. And a little light snow could move in the evening hours. When the weather is making news, you will find it right here at Record Online, and get all the information you need to start your day by reading the Times Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.